Hey guys, we're back. We got some daily hip hop. Shordy and Foolio. How both of their girlfriends got hit. Let's watch this.
In the same hood and have close ties. But that didn't stop them from getting into a violent beef that led to both of their girlfriends getting shot, and
Dang.
one of them tragically dying. Here's what happened. Shorty came up in 6th Block, which is the same hood Fulio's from. They were
Uh
cool
huh.
back in the day, and Shorty was real close to Fulio's homie, Bibby. Fulio was always around, but Shorty and Bibby
So
were
who's
younger
in the
than him,
wrong?
so they wasn't running around together. Back then, Shorty wasn't even a rapper. Instead of making money in the game like Fulio and the other dudes, he had both feet in the trenches and got booked on 4 counts of attempted murder. He was just 16 years
Or
old.
at
Last year, he did
16.
an interview on Dirty Gloves Bastards Off the Porch series where he explained the situation. According to him,
When I turned 16, I caught a charge because I shot in the crowd and shot somebody. And they tried to charge me with 4 attempted murders.
and when police tracked him down
Dang.
after the shooting, they found him in a stolen car, so he picked up an armed carjacking charge too.
And then I had an armed carjacking charge at the time too because I got caught in a stolen car that was armed carjacked at the time.
Yo,
Shorty
how is he still out, but TK's still locked up, bro? Free TK. Let me stop.
could have been locked up for a long time. But after he told the court that he only let off shots because somebody tried to take his gun, they ended up dropping the attempted murder charges, and he got sent to juvie for 18 months instead.
I got sent to a level 10 program for 18 months.
He got out at 18, but it didn't take long for him to go right back in. One night, the cops found Shorty bleeding from a gunshot to the leg, and they ended up booking him on a weapon charge. Bibby kept in touch while he was in jail, and after he got out, Shorty decided to jump into the rap game. Fulio started hitting him up and said he put him on. Shorty says that Fulio was putting his name out there on records without even asking him. Fulio told him he put him in the studio and helped him get started. But when Shorty got out, he said Fulio didn't back any of that up. Before he went inside, Shorty and Bibby were always around each other. At one point, Bibby even moved in with Shorty and his mom, and they shared everything together. After Shorty got locked up, Bibby started hanging around Fulio more and more, and unfortunately, it led to him getting killed in 2019. Shorty says he saw everything coming, and a week before Bibby died, he told him he shouldn't be moving around with Fulio like that. Fulio is one of the most hated rappers in Jacksonville, and blew up from
Imagine being one of those hated rappers in your own city. Damn.
making enemies and dissing dead ops. Shorty knew that if Bibby was seen chilling with Fulio all the time, it could make him a target, and unfortunately, he turned out to be right. In February 2019, Bibby was chilling outside the Hilltop Village apartments when a shooter walked up on him and started letting off shots. Bibby tried to run off, but the shooter chased him down and murdered him. Nobody knew who was behind the hit for a long time, but now, Young and Ace's homie, K-So, has been charged with the hit. Shorty thought Fulio was the reason Bibby got killed, and last year, he aired him out on the track Who Really Killin', saying, had to realize niggas out here dying and the rest doing time while Fulio chillin'. Stay lying about studio time, he ain't even drop a dime when the nigga was drilling.
Damn.
He was round the block when Bibby had died, he ain't getting no car, he just got in his feelings.
Damn.
Fulio clapped back on an unreleased song called Straight Facts, where he denied running off on Bibby and said he wasn't even in the area when it went down. He also took a shot at Shorty for getting his girl killed back in 2020. On the track, he said, and you got shot so many times, they say you target practice. You got that little girl killed. Man, that shit tragic. You say I ran on Osama, I was nowhere near. Pop Out left my little brother. Get that shit clear. In March 2020, a 17-year-old girl named Anandi Weiss dropped Shorty off after a date. Before she could leave, a car pulled up, and 2 shooters hopped out and started letting off shots.
Did she
Shorty
die?
made it out alive, but Anandi was tragically
Whoa. That's a tragic story.
killed.
But every girl needs a hood, nigga. They always be like,
According to the cops, Anandi wasn't the target, and the shooters were trying to get revenge on Shorty for the murder
I need a hood, nigga, a drug dealer. That's what they all say.
of Jaquan Rashay Saxton that happened 2 days before. Julio wasn't the only dude to bring up Anandi's death. Shorty dissed a dude named Leak on the track The Ops and said, smoking on Michi and Leaky, they speaking on Tiki. Leak's brother Lil Papa clapped back on the track Disgust Me with the bar, talking about he looking for Pop, what the fuck he gonna do to him? That innocent little girl lost her life behind your shit. You ain't looking for them. But Shorty ain't the only dude from 6th Block whose girl got hit. A month after Anandi lost her life, Julio's girlfriend, Bubin Baby, was driving to the gas station when somebody pulled up and started letting off shots. Bubin ducked down and tried to escape.
They're really shooting at anybody related. anybody. You could talk to bro once. You could be a friend's friends and you still get blicked out here.
But the shooter caught her in the knee, hand, and grazed her in the head. Luckily, she survived the shooting, but she ended up losing a finger.
Dang.
Rumors say that Leakey was the shooter and Bubin was only hit because she was driving Foolio's car when it went down. After it all shook out, Leakey's homie Spinning Benz dropped the track I Don't Smoke Kendre and said, "This mama got shot and he's still tweaking. This got shot. Cool, I know she leaving." They
Oh.
shot that whole finger off. She couldn't even tweet it.
Oh.
Spinning Benz took shots at Bibby, kshordy, and a lot of they homies on the same track. A few months later, his homie No Face was killed, and kshordy ended up getting booked for the murder. In September 2021, No Face and two of his homies were riding around when someone pulled up on them and started letting off shots. No Face died after getting hit in the head, and according to the cops, kshordy was involved in the shooting. A month before it went down, Shorty told Dirty Glove Bastard that he wanted to switch up how he was moving and make it out the streets. A lot of rappers blow up and just want to stay in their hood. But
Yeah,
Shorty
me and
said
chill on that.
he wanted to take everyone he knew out of Jacksonville. It seemed like he realized how dangerous the city is, especially when your name starts popping off. But unfortunately, he caught a charge before he could make it out. He also said there wasn't any smoke with Foolio. They just wasn't seeing eye to eye at the time.
It's neutral. It ain't no animosity, ain't no smoke. It's just like we don't see eye to eye right now.
Shorty thought Foolio could be doing more for the people around him, but there was never any real beef. And even though they both took some pretty crazy shots at each other, it looks like it all died down now that Shorty is locked up. kshordy's trial was originally supposed to start back in August, but it got delayed after he kept firing his lawyers. It's not clear what evidence they have against him though. It don't look like the state has any witnesses who saw it went down. So Shorty might actually beat the case if he can get the situation with his legal team sorted out. Foolio was facing charges.
Yo, that rhymed.
Went down. So Shorty might actually beat the case if he can get the situation with his legal team sorted out. Foolio was facing charges at the same time too. Back in April, he got pulled over. It took him
Tracky.
20 seconds to stop, so the cops charged him with felony fleeing and eluding the police. It's a wild case, and a detective admitted that they only pulled him over to get his phone to investigate an unrelated murder. And while the cops had him pulled over, an assistant state attorney showed up at the scene and basically told him what to do. What's crazy is that you can clearly see in the cops' dash cam footage that Foolio didn't try to get away at all. Plus, they didn't find anything illegal in his whip, so the whole case was fishy from the jump. He was originally facing 3 years in prison for the charges, but in September, he finally accepted a plea deal for tampering with evidence and got hit with 6 months of probation instead. Hopefully, kshordy beats his case and gets back out soon too. With how he was talking about the streets before he got booked, it really seemed like he was ready to move on and leave all the violence and beef in the past. He was starting to pop off in the industry and had a lot of buzz behind his name. Plus, now that him and Foolio are cool again, they could link up and put on for the whole city. kshordy's trial should start soon, so tap in for updates while the story develops.
Crazy story, man. Crazy story. Oh, I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one though.